Thanks so much for watching the VTerrillHill Show. How is everybody doing this evening? I hope you guys are well. I hope y'all are doing all right. I am going to be talking today about the spiritual benefits of writing, how writing can help you connect with something greater. All right, the spiritual benefits of writing, how writing can help you connect with something greater. But before I do, I want to put this at the top of the show. As promised, we now have a text notification system where you will be texted every time I go live. All right, you want to text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Now, I have that at the very top of the description for Facebook and YouTube, the very top of the description for Facebook and YouTube. Just copy and paste VTerrillHill, copy and paste the number, and then moving forward, you're supposed to be texted every time I go live. All right, and I'll talk about that again. Let's get into the power of writing. Now, what I have been doing purposely and purpose-filledly is sharing with you guys the tools that I have used to create a better life for myself. All right. So writing has been one of them. I'll never forget. I was talking to an associate and he was reminding me that he needed something from me. And I took a picture of my to-do list that was handwritten and sent it to him. And he says, well, you know, AI, there's a way that you can get AI to do your scheduling for you and yeah. And I was like, yeah, but there's something with me about writing. Now, this can also, typing can also be included in it. My personal preference is to write in my handwriting, like specifically the thing for me. And we'll get into that later. Now, number one, writing can be a deeply spiritual experience, as writers feel themselves being guided by something larger than their own ego or intellect. Now, this is important, especially if you're like me, because I use my brain too much. My mind is always just. That's why I think on Wednesday's show, I had the Taylor port so I could just sit back, relax, and talk to you guys without that overriding mind of mine saying, get off this thing, you just over there yapping. I look at it as a form of surrender. When you decide that I'm going to take the next 10, 20, 30 minutes, Or you can plan it like set up a writing playlist, right? Any kind of music you want. It don't have to be a certain kind of music. And let's just say that playlist is 30 minutes long. And you turn the playlist on and write until the songs go out. I do all that kind of stuff. I actually, hey, Vernita, how you doing? Thank you very much, Vernita. And you should know why I'm saying thank you. I appreciate that. And I've been thinking about something that I'm going to do for when that kind of thing happens. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. But I also do that for prayer and meditation. I have the specific song that I pray when I am meditating, not praying, but when I'm meditation is a part of prayer, but the kind of prayer called meditation, and it lasts about 34 minutes. And I know I can just get lost and surrender because I'm not thinking about time. I'm not thinking about nothing, because when the playlist is up, then I get up. All right. So it is a form of surrender. And let me tell you how, because it's a moment for you to stop thinking and just write. I mean, I could be writing and I don't really like what happened today. I don't know why they said that. And before I get to that fifth or sixth line or that third paragraph, I have found myself lost, just releasing and writing and writing and releasing and being reminded. But Vincent, and here's how I do it. And I'll be like, but Vincent, you got to stay focused. You can't put your mind there. And before I know it, I am literally lost in a surrendered spiritual experience. So that's number one. It can connect you to an experience, a deep spiritual experience. Number two, writing can be a way to explore and connect with our own spirituality, whether we are writing about our experiences with faith or exploring questions in meaning and purpose. It's a wonderful thing to document. Yeah, Vernita, that playlist idea rocks for me. That way I'm not worried about what time is it, how long I've been down here, what's going on. I can just release because I know when the music is up, I'm up. And when you get into the realm, when you get into that divine place, sometimes 30 minutes can feel like 2 minutes. And sometimes 2 minutes can feel like 30 minutes. When you're just surrendered. And to be honest with you, and I'm going off track as per normal, but we need to get in the habit of building the muscle of surrender. You don't want to have to do it under distress when you can learn to do it in your private time and your devotion with your God. And the music thing is a way to do that because you're not thinking about nothing. And a lot of times what I do is I have my focus. I'll just be showing y'all all this stuff I be doing, man. If y'all can see this, I'm gonna highlight it, right? Can y'all see that? Is it clear? Anyway, I created on my iPhone, let me put this back on work, a mindfulness tab. And on that mindfulness tab, my screen goes dark. There's no notifications. Nothing at all. I close my blinds, I light my candle, and I release. And we need to be more intentful with surrendering when we're in our ritual, when we're in our worship or our prayer or whatever that you do for you in your relationship with God. Surrender it all. All right, anyway. I'm getting lost. Okay, number two, it is a wonderful thing to document where you are versus where you're going. To write down, today I started my wellness journey. Today I started walking. Today I saved my first $100 bills. Imagine reading it 1 year later, and now you don't have $100 in your savings. You have 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever your number is. And you can look back. You have a document, how could I say this? A personal history book of where you are versus where you were. So it can help you with your spirituality and growing your faith. Number three. Many spiritual traditions use writing as a practice for reflection, self-examination and growth, such as practicing journaling, as I was saying. Now, for me, it's therapeutic. All right. So let's just say after I get off this live, I get a disturbing phone call. I mean, it just shakes me up, right? And I'd be like, I'm not dealing with this tonight. I'm going to go to bed, and when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to deal with it. And let's just say I'm going through the day, and I'm about 2 hours in my day, and I can't shake it. I'm just energy is just on me. I will sit down and write with the intentions of releasing this built up energy in me through my pen. And that is something that if you're the kind of person when things happen to you, you just get so, and you can't shake it. It takes you days to shake it. Start writing it out. So you might not can cry it out. You might not can talk it out. You might not can pray it out, but you can write it out. Where was that, number 3? Yeah, when I feel trapped energy inside of me, I write as a way to release that energy from me. Okay? Number 4, writing can be used as a form of prayer, as writers write out their hopes, dreams, and intentions and offer them up to a higher power. Have a conversation with God on pen and paper or typing. And I just said this, if you can't talk it out, write it out. If you ever get to a place where you feel like, get in front of a computer, type, or write to God. Talk to your God through your hand. Okay? Number 5. Hold on, I'm going through this fast. I'm going to be off this soon, y'all. And remember, guys, when you come on, thank you so much for liking this, but also do me a favor and leave a comment and let me know you're here. Number 5, writing can be used to share wisdom and teachings with others and to inspire and uplift those who read your words. Now, this is true. This happened to me because I have been so let me say this. I have been in the practice of doing these things I talk about for a long time. The part that I had to connect with last year was in my own power. Because I didn't realize that I was eons ahead. Why am I writing? I didn't realize how far ahead I was of my contemporaries because of my own lack of esteem. And so it was the esteem in me that I built up that made me connect the dots and realize, hold on a second, I'm a spiritual powerhouse. So there were some writings that I had, I think I wrote this stuff about 6 or 7 years ago. And I have a floating bookshelf upstairs, and I put it in my bookshelf. So my dad one day he was at the house looking through my books, and he opened it up. And no. I went and got it because I didn't know which journal that was because I got a personal journal and then I got sort of a thoughts and meditations journal. So I went and got it. See, because I live by myself outside of the college student being here now, so I don't be hiding stuff. Anyway, so when I read it and I started reading out loud, my parents was like, God, that's good. And they asked me to type it out and send to them so they could use it. You might not understand how powerful you are right now. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got excited off of what I'm about to say to you. You might not understand how powerful you are right now, but somebody's going to read your writings of today and be set on fire tomorrow. Man, I'm laughing, celebrating for y'all already. Wow! Oh my God. You might be just sitting there thinking, it's just my little thoughts and I'm so and so and so. Somebody's going to read it and be inspired to go change the world. Because when I was writing that stuff 6 and 7 years ago, I wasn't trying to be deep and raw. I was going through my life being thought-filled and purpose-filled. And to have my parents go back and read and say, God, this is good. Oh, that's going to happen. All right. Where am I at? Number 6. Through writing, we can connect with something greater than ourselves and gain deeper insight into our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Writing, free flow writing is what I like to call it. Well, if you surrender in this act of writing and really start being purpose-filled and taking moments out of your life to write, and you don't be thinking about, I hope this don't sound crazy. No, just write. You're going to one day write up on something about you that you were not necessarily connected with. Imagine writing and being like, hey, Thomas Bristol, how you doing? I'm back in the building. Good. Glad to hear that, Thomas. And imagine you writing and then something comes up out of you that you didn't know was still bothering you. But because you gave yourself an opportunity to free flow write without regard, or you get the next big idea while writing. I'm just sitting here today just wondering, I need more money. I wonder how I can make some more money. Well, I got this, and 30 minutes later, you've written out the master plan for this new space of entrepreneurship you're going to get into. Right. Now, before I keep going, I need to make an announcement. The text notifications are ready. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I set up a scheduled text for those of you guys that's already signed up. There are 3 of you that already signed up before I can make the announcement because I put it in the community post. It didn't come. Knowing me, I was rushing and scheduled it for 10:30 on another day and not today, so I got to go back and look. But anyway, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. 833-458-3658. And when you do that, I will be able to notify you via text message when I come live because everybody don't get the notifications via YouTube, all right? Now, that information is in the first line of Facebook and YouTube, the very first line in Facebook and YouTube, all right? So if you're watching me on Facebook and YouTube, in the video description, copy and paste the number and then copy and paste my name because there's a lot of I's and L's at the end, and you will start getting notified when I go live, all right? All right. And welcome, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. I went through and replied to all my emails today. So if you have emailed me, I replied. And let me tell you, I'm not going to lie to y'all. The warmth I feel when I'm reading those emails and replying, please pin that number. Oh, you know what? Let me pin it real quick. You're right, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. Oh, well, never mind. I'll do it. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll do it real quick. If for those of you guys that's just coming on, bear with me. I'm gonna get back into the teaching, but I'm gonna pin the information for to join the text community in the comments. Okay, so don't go nowhere because we're really having a really in-depth conversation about the power of writing. 833. Hold on. Text 833.45. Oh Lord, I'm messing this all up. Bear with me, y'all. I'm coming. Text VTerrillHill to 833.458.3658. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. That. Now let me pin it. So now it's in the video description and pinned to the comments. All right. Thank y'all so much. All right, do the connection. We can invite ourselves to connect with us. So it's an avenue to connect to God and to connect with yourself. All right. Number 7, writing serves as a reminder of where you're going when times get a little dark. When times get dark, you can go back and read your journal. Let's just say you made a 6-month commitment to lose weight. And in the beginning of that plan, you wrote it down how you would feel. Oh, check this out. I got an idea for y'all. The next time you start a goal or you have a plan or something you want to do, write it down and write to yourself while you're in that energy of planning, that good feeling. Write something to yourself to encourage yourself when you get in the middle in the journey of the plan or accomplishing the goal and times get a little rough or you get discouraged. Then you can go back and read it to yourself. Vincent, if you're reading, listen, I'm going to do this. This is off the top of my dome. I'm doing this. Vincent, if you're reading this right now, I love you. Don't give up. Put a smile on your face and keep going. Yo! That's such a good idea. Yeah, that was a good life hack, y'all. Now that was a good life hack. That was on top of my dome. All right, number 8. You develop better communication skills. Yeah. Writing can help us to express ourselves more clearly and effectively. By practicing writing, we can become better communicators both in writing and in speaking. And I do that a lot. When I know I have something to say, especially back in the day when I used to be a fireball and easy to pop off and go off on people, I would write out what I wanted to say to organize my thoughts and words. And if I got nervous, then I would go reference what I wrote. If you're the kind of person that you have, you get nervous or you get anxiety when you have to have a serious conversation, it don't have to be like a toxic conversation. It could be a conversation with a coworker or with a supervisor or manager. Let's just say you're going to the manager to ask for a raise, damn near demand one if you ask me. Write down your accomplishments so that if you get lost or nervous, you can reference. So it helps with your communication skills. All right. Philander Williams Jones says, mine occurred years after I wrote it down. Please write. Thomas Bristol says, good stuff. Oh, absolutely. Now here's a good one, y'all. Improved memory retention. Writing things down can help us remember them better. When we write, we engage our brains in a way that helps us to process information more deeply and remember it more effectively. And that was a tool they used to teach us in school that, you should write down. There was a study tool they used to teach us back in the day. Like if, Newton's law, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you had a hard time remembering that, you would write it down 5 times. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And that engages your brain in a way to help you remember. So that's another life hack. And I have done that before. I am a man of God, or I am and this, let me see something current. I am an cultural influencer. I am a cultural influencer. I am a cultural influencer. I am a entrepreneur. And write it down until it, I'm sorry, outside normally takes my attention. Get in your brain. All right. Number 10, last one. Writing organizes you. Ooh. Now, back in my day, and when I mean back in my day, I mean now. Like y'all saw how just fast I heard some people talking outside and my attention went there. My attention span is, interesting. It's interesting. And so if I wanted to ever get anything accomplished, I would have to write it down. And now I've gotten to the habit of that, of writing things down, because it helps me organize my day. I mean, literally. So for example, now, and then I have this, let me see here. I don't really, things to do. Oh gosh, this is a good one. So I'll have a things to do tab on my phone. Can y'all see this? And I just go through it because for me, I get so discombobulated and so lost that I need something to help me remember. Vince, you got to call so-and-so. So I'll literally put everything. Call so-and-so. Make a grocery list. Go to the grocery store. Write the email for tomorrow. Literally, it'll be write email, which I know it's email for tomorrow. Look up balance books. Look at bank account. Go to the bank. And by doing that, it keeps my forever wandering, jumping mind organized. Because now, when I off track, I just look back at my things to do. I lied to y'all not. My productivity went up 50% when I started, when I had, in the beginning of the day, when I know I got a lot to do, I write down or type in my phone my things to do list. It's a gift and a curse to our brain. So absolutely, Falana. All right. So now I went shallow because later on I'm going to come back to writing and we're going to talk about it from a deeper perspective. Okay. Because writing is also a tool of manifestation. How do you get something to transfer from the spirit realm to the natural realm? I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. I'm going to stop. Write it down. Now, what do you mean, Vincent? Let me show you what. Let me show you what I mean by this. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is a prime example. This thing up here on my wall that I'm going to put in the image I'm going to put in the email tomorrow. God, I talked about this yesterday, but this is a good example. I don't even need to do what I was about to do. God was talking to me about strategy. And I got lost in a whirlwind with it. And I wrote down my strategy on this wall chalkboard I have here. When it was in my head, it was in the spirit realm. The moment I wrote it on this wall, it automatically manifested in this realm. Just that simple. Writing is the easiest. Talking it, writing it. And now, let me tell you about the writing. Because I wrote this on this wall, it has been prophesying every moment since I wrote it, feeding the universe with it. This room has been just vibrating with reach the people, YouTube consultations, reach the people, YouTube consultations. I mean, just continually. It's on the wall. Thomas Bristol, are you familiar with vision boards? Absolutely. And maybe that's something that we can do in the private community is have a vision board party where we all get on StreamYard or Zoom or whatever. And we just create vision boards together. And then at the end of it, everybody gets it. I'm going to do this. I just got excited. Y'all. Yeah. Well, we're doing that. And let me go ahead and just, as a matter of fact, if the writing on the wall was a person, yes! I know that's right. I know that's right, singing queen. Y'all, here it is. The very first live meeting we have in the private community, we're going to have a vision board party. And I'm going to email you guys a list of things to bring with you. And we're going to do it together, if you have not already done it, and then give everybody the opportunity, or if we don't do it together, have everybody do it on their own. You know, that's what we'll do. We'll have everybody do it on their own, and then we'll have everybody come to the live with their vision board and be able to explain each thing and be able to proclaim their vision amongst like-minded people. And I'm going to do it in a way where after each person does it, we can affirm them with something. If it's a clap or some kind of, I'll probably create, let me write this. Uh-oh, y'all see that? Did y'all see what? Lord, See how natural that is for me? Do you see how simple that is? Thomas said something that sparked a thought. And automatically I said, let me write this down. That's how we need to treat the downloads and the inspirations that come to us. And I'm going to say something else after I write this down too. Hold on. 1, VB party. 2, create a mantra. Hold on. Mantra affirmation for everybody. Yo. Now, watch this. It's something else that I'm going to share with y'all I did. The idea came. I did not wait. Okay, that's something we're going to do in the future. What I did was automatically hold myself accountable by saying that will be the first one we do. Because now I have to live up to my word. And when we get these inspirations and something that we know needs to be done anyway, why are we waiting to get an inspiration when to do it? Get to work. I was talking to a fellow entrepreneur today, and he sent me, I'm a part of his email group. He sent me an email. And because I know the kind of work it takes to build a company brick by brick, I sent him a text, said, I love you, man. And he called me, and we were talking about, I was talking to him about how we make manifestation way more mystical than what it really is. Let me tell you what manifesting looks like in real life. You get an idea from the divine, God, whatever you want to call it, right? And you know it's something that can be done by you. Then you get to work. That's it. You write it down and you say to yourself, is this something that I need to do now, or is this something that, and you pretty much need to discern the time. But the first thing you need to do, write it down. The second thing you need to do is create a realistic goal on how to get to it. And then start working on the realistic goal. And then before you know it, it's done. That's it. That's it. That is true manifestation. It's not rocking back and forth in front of a candle and then poof, I got this brand new life. The idea of manifestation, in my opinion, is working on your soul so that when the seed gets planted, it has the infrastructure to grow. How can I manifest better? How can I manifest better? Become a whole person. Become a person that knows and is connected with themselves. Become a person that can incubate with love and kindness and concern ideas from the divine. Become a person that's so sure of who you are, you're not afraid to take a risk. If you want to get to manifestation, it starts with your wholeness. Your belief in yourself. In my opinion. In my strong opinion. That's how I choose to live. Now, somebody else might choose to live a different kind of way. That's how I believe it. Now, Ephesians 3:20. This is where I get this idea that manifestation belongs to us, not something God just, I'm going to give it to you. Because think about it. If it was up to God, that means he's a respecter of person. That means he has favorites. Some people get it and some people don't. Some people manifest it and some people don't. So if it was God that was orchestrating the manifestation, then some people got to be like, God, why don't you like me? Why I ain't get it yet? And then these dummies be talking about just wait on God. How you going to be waiting on God the rest of your life? Girl, get to work. Anyway, Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that here is the key. We ask or think according to the power that worketh in God. No, us. So who is doing the work in this? We are. And if we do the work, if we step out on faith, we will be upheld by the powers of the universe that says that what you sow, what you do, you will reap. What you put in, you will get out. What you say out of your mouth and believe in your heart will be created. So who is doing the work? It's not God doing a bingo. Okay, I'm going to give it to you this time, give it to you this time. There are universal principles that set up that anybody can align themselves with, and they will get something out of it. And that's why I believe that there's so much wealth outside of the organized religious realm. Because I think sometimes religion puts God in our way. Wait on him. Wait on him. Wait on him. Girl, child, I've been waiting 20 years. Please. Get your ass to work. What am I working on, VTerrillHill? You. I'm going to keep on. I don't want to be repetitive, but I got to help some of y'all get up off of your seat and get to moving. Once you get to moving and get them wheels to going, you're going to start building a momentum. Before you know it, you're going to be flying. But if God is the God that I was taught, he's some spirit that we say he up there, around there, or somewhere around here. I believe he's too busy to be trying to get you with a better career. Get you some more money, get you a raise. Get busy. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to, and I hope this, I don't want to be fussy. I really don't. I hope I be watching these. I'm like, Vince, straighten your face up. Why your face so scrounged up? VH, what was that scripture in Ephesians? Oh, Ephesians 3:20. And what I read was the King James version of 3:20. All right. I got into all this talking about how I'm going to go in-depth teaching in the private community later about this and how the hand can create the life you want. All right. What else I got here? So that's it today, guys. That's all I have. I didn't do too bad today. All right. Hey, pinned in the comments. Okay. Hold on. I just took up my stuff. Pinned in the comments is the information to join my text notification, folks, when I go live, because I know everybody don't be getting the notifications from YouTube. So if you text VTerrillHill. Now, why did I choose VTerrillHill? I shouldn't have, because VTerrillHill is so difficult. VTerrillHill. My own flesh and blood brother asked me, was my own email address right? Because it's info@VTerrillHill.com. He's like, is that right? I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of I's and L's going on. So copy and paste it from the pinned comments. Text it to 833-458-3658. When you do that, you're going to start getting a notification whether I go live at 5 o'clock or 10:30. Once I get in the habit of doing that, I might shake it up a little bit and maybe do 6 or 7, maybe not. I'm a very organized person, and sometimes my own organization gets in my way. I get locked in 5 or 10:30, maybe 7 sometimes. At any rate. Also, join my email community. That link is in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. There's a lot of writing in there today, so you got to go all the way down. Click that link, put your name and email address in there. I'm going to sooner or later set it up where you can join the email community from the text messages as well. Bear with me. I got to figure all that back end stuff out. It is important if you want to be connected to what's coming out in June. I am really considering only letting, here's what I thought today. To make sure that people really want to be in the community, I might put a barrier that number one, you have to, in the private community, you have to be in the email community first, and you have had to open at least 3 emails, because I can set up my email thing where it says once a new subscriber opens up 3 emails, send them an invite to the private email community, because this is really marketing. This is like a funnel, how you get people to where you're trying to go. And I'm not a whore for followers. So if you lose interest by email too, big on, bah! No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. I don't mean it so sarcastic. I'm serious, but I didn't mean to say it so sarcastic. All right. I'm thinking about that, and I need to switch it around in my head and see if I want to do that or not. Consultations. All right. Some of you have been listening to me the last however, and you have not set up a free consultation. You get 1 free. It's a 30-minute consultation. All you have to do is email me at info@VTerrillHill.com. Put in the subject line, free consultation. That information is in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. For those of you guys that's already had your free one, go ahead and get started booking your next one. And let me tell you, these consultations, man, it don't never fail. It's like sometimes it starts so all over the place. And by the time, because normally the first thing I'm going to ask you when you come on the consultation is, why are you here? What can I do for you? And most people come on saying, I don't know. I just decided to sign up. It's like, okay, so we're starting from ground zero here. But by the time that 30 minutes hit, oh, we're clear. We got all the instructions we need. And most of the times in these consultations, I'm leaving you with something to work on, a homework assignment, so that you can work on it. And if you work on the assignment you're given, that'll sort of give you when it's time for you to book another one. Felena Williams-Jones says, you are missing out if you aren't taking advantage of them. You listen, brand advocates. Hallelujah. I ain't got to say it. I don't think there's ever a show that goes by that somebody don't come in these comments and be like, yo, girl, sign up. Yeah. So now I will say this. I understand that the price might be too steep for you all. Now for me, I don't mind saying I pay $360 a month for counseling. Every 2 weeks, $180. And you can say, oh, you got the money. Oh, how you know? Number one. And number two, when I lost about $6,000 of income, and I was talking about the time I didn't even know how I was going to pay my rent. Let me tell you what got paid. Them counseling sessions, them therapy sessions. So I believe that when you really want something, you'll figure out a way to pay for it. I really believe that. And I don't know how else to say it. But, hold on, I got lost in my thought. But for those of you guys that is truly too much, I am going to start doing the private lives where everybody's able to come on and we can do group sessions together, all right? Also this, if you are a part of my private community in June, you're going to get a very steep discount if you want to book a personal session after your free session. So if you're a part of the private community, and I'll just tell you what Steve did say, and I'm not going off my dome. I've already gotten this out. It'll be 50% off. So whereas you would pay $150 per session, if you are a part of the private community and you're behind that paywall, for you it'll be $75. And so and let me say this, that's still a discount when you add the monthly pay plus the monthly amount for the paywall and the $75 pay, it's still cheaper than the $150. So I am giving you guys the ability to get it done. Okay. All right. What else? Talk about private community, free consultations, email community, text notifications. All right, I think that's it. Let me see if y'all signed up because I get an email every time somebody subscribes to these text notifications. Let me see oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Not enough, though. Look at God. Smart Guys 1016. What do you mean by look at God? Hold on. What are you talking about? Those consultation prices? I want to know now. Oh my gosh. Now y'all listen, while I'm waiting on this response, y'all please sign up. I am paying almost $50 a month for this text thing. Will the private community have an annual payment option? Yeah. It will. Now that you ask, write that down. It will. It will. And I'll discount that. That's how they normally do it anyway. I'll discount that. Oh, by the way, what was I saying? That private community is costing me $50 a month. Y'all, I'm not the private community. The text messages that y'all ask for, sign up, please. All right? Please sign up, because other than that, I'm going to shut that down. That's it. And they got me because they were like $29.99. I was like, okay, that ain't bad. Then by the time I got, yes, Lord, I said layaway Wednesday jokingly, but not jokingly. This jokingly, but not jokingly, AKA serious. Yeah, so there you go, Smart Guy 1016. There you go. Discount for you, sir. I got to the end to pay the thing, and they added 5011 fees like it's a goddamn cell phone account. I said, what the? So Lord, I didn't promise these people I was going to do this, Jesus. I don't feel like paying 50. I'm already paying. I pay Chat GPT. I pay for what am I doing? And let me just talk about it. Do y'all know that what I do, I literally be doing for free, and it costs me. I pay a monthly subscription for the email thing community. I've started paying a monthly subscription for the text. I pay a monthly subscription for Adobe, where I do my what was I doing? My thumbnails and do my countdowns and edit videos. I pay a monthly subscription for my internet. My internet was $80, but because where I live now, I had to get a special business side. It cost me $242 a month for internet, just so that I can stream properly. What else I pay a monthly subscription for? And literally, all of this was to build this. I be saying to myself, so I'm just talking now. We're in overtime now. I be saying to myself, why couldn't I be regular? Like, this is a three bedroom, 3.5 bathroom townhouse. I have a whole bedroom and bathroom that I can't use because I would really like to put a treadmill and some weights in here and make this like a weight room, but I can't use because it's full of cameras and lights. I can't use the bathroom because it's a storage room. Like, sometimes I'd be like, why could I be like, just a really good job, a 9 to 5, come home around 5:30 and just relax and don't think. Anyway, that's just me talking, y'all. But you know what? I would die. I'd probably get so ugly if I did that. I would be I'd be like a little prune, just useless. Okay, somebody signed up at 11:18. Ow, somebody just signed up a minute ago. Thank you. All right, I'm done, y'all, because I'm just yapping now. Writing. If you came late, make sure that you go back and watch this. There's a lot of good information about writing in here. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about, hold on, I got it written down. Give me a second. Oh, there you go. Written down. Where is it? Tomorrow we're going to be talking about controlling the controllables. Because some stuff out your control, friend. Because God didn't design you like that. Right, Falana. Falana, that was you. Thank you so much for signing up, Falana. Controlling the controllables, because you can't control everything, but you can control the things you can't control. Heard? All right. So I need to figure out, I did set up the text message for you guys to get a text message today that y'all had already, for those of you had already signed up before I went live. I don't know where it's at, Knowing me, I scheduled it. I probably scheduled it for 10:30 on another day, so I need to look into that. But it will be ready for y'all tomorrow. The email goes out tomorrow. I'm going to put this picture on my chalkboard wall, embedded in that email, so y'all can see what I was talking about how you can write a vision down and leave it alone. You got to surrender. Now, that's a thing. You got to surrender to the vision, y'all. Okay? You got to, I'm going to say it again. You have to surrender to the vision. You have to surrender to your vision. You have to. You have to surrender to your vision. You'll drive yourself crazy, I feel, otherwise. Writing things down and then it's not coming fast enough. It goes up and come back down. But you just got to just surrender and be like, you know what? All right, let me go. Y'all be blessed. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much. Have a good evening. If you're going out to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, take a shot from me and also take an Uber so you can live to see another day. This community don't have bail money for you. All right, bye.